Hello and welcome to the hints and tips for Campaign Sender. Now, most of you in the network may be familiar with Campaign Sender already, which is great to hear. But for the advisors, for the firms that don't know exactly what Campaign Sender is and how to use it, this hints and tips video will allow you to understand what Campaign Sender is about and how you can use it to its best use and get the most out of it. Now, first of all, let me tell you about Campaign Sender. So Campaign Sender is a tool within your 360 Office system where it allows you to transfer marketing that's been produced by our marketing team specifically on a specific number of your client bank. Now, it's up to you whether you actually process this information, but this information will be specific to a target audience, shall I say, within your client bank. So for example, there might be a marketing piece that comes out to say, we've added it to your Campaign Sender, this is for everybody in your client bank that has a mortgage but no IP, and then that actual specific marketing piece that's created will have a query built with it that will penetrate straight towards the audience that it needs to. Now, in terms of Campaign Sender, of course this is a test system, so you won't have all these icons here. But the first thing you'd have to do once you get to the landing page of 360 Office is go on to Tools. As soon as you've gone onto Tools, hit Campaign Sender. Now, every single firm / advisor, even if you do business by yourself and you're the only one within your company, within your business, you will still have to let us know who the nominated sender will be for Campaign Sender. Now, you might ask, why do we have to tell you if it's just as they call it, a one-man band, and there's no one else that works for me apart from myself? It's because the system doesn't actually recognize, just for this icon, the system doesn't actually recognize how many people are working in that firm. So we have to be vigilant, and we have to understand that obviously this is a system, it's not actually a human as such form. So we have to let our marketing team know, or the tech team within HLP of course, that you would like to become the nominated individual for to be the Campaign Sender. Now, each firm will have their nominated Campaign Sender that they would have got a form for, or some contact in regards to, where we would have taken a name and we would have set that up for them. So let's get cracking and show you exactly how it works. So you've got Campaign Sender here. The first thing, like I said, you'd click on Campaign Sender, and within your campaigns, whichever campaigns are sent by our marketing team will sit right here on this list. So for example, again, these are all demo campaigns. So a demo campaign came out from the marketing team, you would have received some type of communication through email, text, however you receive it going forward, about there's a campaign sitting in your Campaign Sender and you can now process this campaign. Now, the campaign will have a name, a description, and the type of campaign that it is, along with obviously the query, which you won't exactly have to look at. Now, in terms of amending the template, this functionality is available to no one. If any amendments do need to be made, or you would like a copy of the actual body of the text, I'm sure our marketing team will be more than happy to send it over to you, so you can create your own campaign and send it through Campaign Manager, but that's a different topic altogether. So with Campaign Sender, the first thing that you would do is process campaign. But before we go into all of that, let me tell you about the little radio buttons up here so you get a better understanding of the actual system itself. Now, with the 3 radio buttons, you've got Show Prepared Campaigns. Of course, that's the landing page within Campaign Sender. You've got Show Completed Campaigns, so this will show you all the completed campaigns that you have done. Now, if you were to go on to view detail, of course There's no one actually on this database at the moment, even though it says sent to 71 people. But for yourself, when you go on to view details, you'll be able to see who it's been sent to, out of obviously your client bank. Now, so this will show all your completed campaigns that you've got. Now, if you go to Show Advisor, Show Advisor will have who the eligible campaign sender is on the system. So if you're not sure whether you've been set up on campaign sender or whether you've got a nominated individual, go to the Show Advisor screen, because this will show you who your nominated campaign sender is on the system. Now, if there's a name in there, perfect. We know it works. We just need to allocate who it is, and then you can get sending. Now, if I go to go back to Show Prepared Campaigns, the first thing that I would do is process the campaign. Now, once I click on Process Campaign, as you saw, there was a little pop-up box that appeared right here. This will show me a simple list of every single client that this campaign is going out to. So this demo campaign, who it's going out to. So it's going out to well, if it's ticked, it'll be going out to two of my advisors. And I'll tell you the reason why one of them weren't ticked. It's not a system glitch or anything like that. It's because before I've come into the system, I've clicked on this campaign and I've removed one of the clients. So I'll tell you when you might remove a client from your actual campaign itself. There could be an instance where, for example, you've contacted them already and you don't want to contact them again because the campaign that's sent is something that you've followed up on already, but some of your client bank haven't received the information. So in that situation, you might want to deselect some of your actual clients and then progress. So if you do want to deselect some clients because of the reason that I've said, or any other reason you can think of, it's fairly straightforward and simple. The ones that are ticked are the ones that the campaign is going to be sent out to. So if you don't want the campaign sent to someone, it's as easy as just deselecting them or deticking them and just pressing Save Changes. As soon as that is done, that has now saved the change. But as you know, you'll have to go back into Process Campaign. Another thing to look out for as well is the results prepared. So the results prepared up here will tell you how many people the actual campaign has been prepared for. Now, as I deselected it, you may have known that it may have said 2 before, if I was to save it prior, and now it says 1. So that's because I've taken one of my clients out. So it's going to be results to process. So the people that, or the clients I'm going to process to, is just the 1. So as soon as you've done that, and remember to save the changes, you can then preview the campaign, or you can preview the campaign before. There's no necessary steps in which you have to take. This is just basic guidance to what you will see and how you can work off it. So if I click onto preview right here, it will bring up the preview of the message that will be on the actual email that gets sent out to the client. So as you know, this is a demo campaign that I've clicked on. So this is not actual data, but for yourself it will hopefully be longer than what's on here. So as you know, it says, Dear David, of course, being David here. And then it says, welcome to our latest mortgage newsletter. We hope you find this. Please click here to access things. So we can add links if we want to in there. And then as standard, it will have the advisor's name, the phone number, and of course the email address. Again, depending on what we put on it from the marketing side is what's going to appear. Now, if you scroll down, as you can see, I've got my own little email disclaimer here. Now, it's always good to see that if you've got an email disclaimer, it's always good to see this because it could, you could personalize it. This is where you can actually personalize the campaigns that are sent out. Now, if you're happy to leave it as it is with your name, number, and email address, great stuff. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you do want to put an email disclaimer in, if you want to put a bit more information in, i.e., you know, if you want to put your logo, if you want to put some text around it as well, some warning information, anything like that, what you can do is I'll show you where to go to get that done at the end of the video. But right now we'll just focus on the main aspects within Campaign Sender. So as soon as you've previewed it, you're happy with it, you just X out of it, and the next thing to do is process campaign. Now, as you can see, the pop-up box has come here. I'm just going to drag it down here, and it says you're about to issue an email campaign provider to your network provider to, and it tells you how many clients. So if after this too, it'll tell you how many clients you're actually going to send it out to. Now, as soon as you're happy with the number there, the ballpark figure, this is actually an accurate figure, it will then say, would you like to create an opportunity with these clients? Again, it's up to yourself whether you want to create an opportunity for these clients. And what that basically means, what that sentence is saying to you is, do you want this, or do you want to create an opportunity in your hotbox for this one person? So the advisors out there that use 360 Advisor and the Hotbox and the calendar system, which is quite good, I must say, the advisors that use that functionality will know exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about the Hotbox and new opportunities, because as soon as you create a new opportunity, it lands in your Hotbox. So this is saying, do you want to create an opportunity for each and every one of your clients? Because that's what it's going to do. So for a firm, if you're an advisor watching this and you've processed a campaign and it's got 160 of your clients there, from my point of view, you don't really want to be clicking yes, because that's 160 items that you're going to get in your hotbox, and that's 160 items you're going to have to right click and sign up, or NPW for not proceeding with. So for this instance and for this demo, I would recommend, if it's a suitable 5-6 clients, okay, think about creating the opportunity. If you need to mark it up and follow that up, you can always follow it up. But if you've got more than 5-6 clients and you don't want to create that hotbox opportunity, just click on no. Simply just click on no and send campaign. Of course, I'm not going to send the campaign, but for everybody that's watching this video, if you press send campaign, it will send the campaign out for you automatically with the body of the text that's in the email to your clients that you've selected. Now, last but not least, like I said before, I'm going to be showing you where to go to actually change the email disclaimer, or add an email disclaimer if you haven't got one. Just some general knowledge out there. So the first thing that you do is you stick on tools, but now you're going to go to user settings. Now again, user settings is in either advisor or office. It does not matter where you go, you can access your user settings. So as you can see, at the bottom of my email that I previewed, I had this text right here. So email disclaimer, had a number, had all this information in there. Again, if you want to add an email disclaimer in, go ahead, it's free text. So once you've done that, you can press OK, and that will save it. And once you refresh it, hopefully when you go to preview, you will see what you've put in your email disclaimer. So you can make it a bit more personalized as well. Now, apart from that, that's it. If you've got any other questions around Campaign Sender, please do email us at tech@hlpartnership.co.uk.